Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PWR DUPR India Masters. After 4 scintillating women's quarterfinals, it's now time to welcome some of the best pickleball players on the planet in the men's department. In the national capital, on your screen, Dusty Boyer, pumped up, nice and relaxed, looking to make a mark. And Aryaan Bhatia, the Indian sensation, the first Indian on championship court on day 1 today. What a massive opportunity for the young Bhatia, with a DUPR rating of 4.64. Up against him, the mighty Dusty Boyer with a 5.893 DUPR rating. Not the easiest of quarterfinals from the Indians' perspective. He'll have to play the pickle of his life if he wants to get the W here. And this is the first men's quarterfinal. We've had 4 remarkable matches in the women's contest, each of them ending in 2 straight games. No one amongst the 4 winners allowed it to go to a decider. That was the level of play from the 4 semi-finalists. And now we await Chinmay as he speaks to our quarter-finalists.
Check, check. All right, there we go. Who picked out the entry music, mate? Did you pick your entry music out?
No, I did not. No.
It was sick. I'm sure half the girls are jealous now because they didn't get to pick such bumpy songs. I know you got some love from the DJ there. That's your boy right there. All right, let's get to the game, buddy. You've just finished playing, right? Does that make a big difference? Cool down, getting warmed up?
Nah, it's just all about the grind. Just get on it.
May you think none of the girls' games went to the 3rd set? You reckon this one's going to 3, or you want to finish it off early?
Well, preferably in 2, but if it's good, it's fine with me.
And there's still sweetness here. I was hoping for a little eye contact at least. No, but I think that's the beauty of pickleball, everyone. Oh, there we go. All right, so you reckon 2?
Hopefully for my way, but we'll see how it goes.
What do you reckon, buddy?
I'm here to take the win.
Let's leave it at that. He's here to take the win. He wants to finish off in 2. We'll know in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Gentlemen, as you were.
Words exchanged right at the start of this quarterfinal. Aryaan Bhatia on your screen. It's the Indian up against the American. It's an Indo-American clash as our chief referee Byron kicks off proceedings here. As referee Byron taking his time with the set of rules, what needs to be followed, not followed, what comes into play on championship court. Dusty Boyer, Aryaan Bhatia listening in closely with the immense wealth of experience that Coach Byron brings in. And of course, he's the official referee here. As look at Dusty Boyer on the left. He's played on the ADP Tour a former tennis player making the transition to pickleball. And he's one of the biggest threats and one of the biggest favorites to win the title, go all the way. Now, a big ask for young Aryaan. His brother Aryaan Bhatia, again, one of the best pickleball players in India. A favorite to also go all the way. High hopes from Aryaan. Can he do the unthinkable in a way? Because Dusty Boyer, with the kind of accomplishments and the recent form he has shown, this isn't going to be an easy ask. The first game, critical. The first few points, you want to really send out a statement that you're ready. He said that he has done his homework, looked really confident when it comes to the body language. This warm-up session will really allow them to get a feel of the carpet surface here, understanding the bounce, understanding how it's playing out, and someone who's understood their body language in close quarters, someone who's had a word with them. Chinmay, tell me, how have you felt in terms of the psychology and how they projected themselves to you? Who do you see has the mental edge?
Buddy, I think the biggest difference for me was the entry music, man. That got everyone revved up. So shout out to DJ Sippy. Big applause to him for getting the mood up. Byron was taking a little nap. He jumped off. But look, I think instantly there's a difference in the energies. There's been a bit of a break. These guys have come back. I think just speaking to them, they knew they were taking nothing for granted. And genuinely the energy is up. You can see even the level of practice and the serves and returns are full of energy right now. But yeah, I'm pumped for this game. And I think this could be the first game of the day that goes to the third set.
Another bold prediction from the man. And I like that. I would want a 3-setter too. I mean, you want to see that. And we've seen quite a few when it comes to the men. Aryaan, all the endurance, all the spirit, the fight that he shows. He leaves everything on the court. He's just so feisty. I want to see how he takes on Dusty Boyer. And Byron, he's got the moves. He's got those moves. You have to wait to see some more of those dance moves. Enjoying himself. Oh, take a look at that waist. Whoa, in sync.
We should make sure he dances with the... I'm trying to get his attention here from the comm box. He was literally, you will not believe, 10 minutes back, this man was taking a power nap. And look at him bouncing right now. That belly don't jiggle, it rolls. I love it. And again, that's the energy we need here in Delhi for this lovely tournament. Big shout out to our sponsors again. And man, means the world to us that there are so many platforms and channels on YouTube and television that are streaming and showcasing and broadcasting this lovely event that, let me remind you, is going to go on for not just today, tomorrow, day after, but day after as well, all the way to Sunday. Me and Sarthak are going to be here to make you smile, make you giggle, make you frown. Maybe sometimes that'll probably be me. But look, honestly, I think it's a power pack game, ready to take off, ready to explode. I think everybody comes back a little stronger and harder after a little break, and we've had about an hour. All smiles on the court and all smiles here in the comm box.
Indeed, and what a beautiful day we have had. And as the evening sets up, the lights are going to come on, and I believe that'll just make the conditions so much better. Nice and cool here, and they'll love that. The men will love it. 4 quarterfinals coming our way. We saw 4 quarterfinals in the women's department. Lovely matches, but this one, I think we're starting with a 3-setter. I'll make that prediction too.
Finally, he's come to the table. Thank you. You guys should put the camera on us more often because he gets bolder. This is exactly what I mean by he's now made one solid prediction. Right now, camera's on him. Give us your $1 million smile, buddy.
I mean, just going by the nature of these two athletes, you know, when you see Aryaan, he's this guy who has massive endurance, thrives on those longer sets, longer games, and he will want to take this to the distance. Dusty Boyer, I mean, he's not going to like it going to a 3. With the kind of form he's been, he'll want to close it at the earliest. But I think it's all in Aryaan's hand.
I hate to generalize, but generally looking at someone who's very muscularly built, they don't like a lot of endurance, as opposed to Aryaan, who looks like someone who'll go through. But look, these are all conjecture and speculation. What has to happen is going to happen at center court in the next 30 to 40 seconds and should hopefully lead on for the next 40 minutes. We haven't had a three-setter yet. Sarthak predicts very bravely and boldly that this one's going the distance.
All right.
I'm with him.
Game one. Time in. 0-0.
Wow, talk of a good start. Aryaan Bhatia, the Indian, has come with a plan. And Taker charging in. Now Chris was that forehand volley.
Just right off the body to Sarthak. It's not really easy when it's literally coming onto your chest and you divert the balls with ease. Man, and he was pumped after that point. It's only point one, Mr. Bhatia. I think he's being told to calm down a little bit, I guess, because he's apologized to Byron, or there's something that's happened there that big man didn't like. Anyways, moving on to live action.
Side out.
One of the hardships of sports, when you tend to overreact, you need to be ready to lose a point, to lose out almost instantly, losing his serve.
Side out. 0-0. Side out.
Costly. Both of them getting that feel, rhythm going. It's the initial moments, no one opening their account so far. Woof. That has to be one of the best shots we've seen all day. The backhand.
0-0.
What a start from Mr. Bhatia.
The boy is pumped, but he's sort of not exploding the way he did after the first point, knowing very well it only takes one moment in a lapse of judgment to lose it all.
Let's go.
There we see some momentum building as back-to-back quick points. And like I said, the game can run away from you in seconds in this sport. And Dusty will have to take care of that.
You see the ability to slide on that carpet surface. Take a look at that replay. Aryaan Bhatia at the kitchen. The stretch and how he manages to slide. We move ahead to the next one, but that is remarkable because this guy is on a roll. Has that clipped the baseline? Yes, it has. 4-0. What a start from the Indian. Wow!
Not today, he says. Not today, Dusty. It's my day, it's my time, and I've come here to shine. He is on a roll. Byron seems excited. He's up on his feet.
Yeah! One! You know, we're in a closed form box. We can hear Aryaan very clearly. That's how pumped he is. And what a start. The best start so far. We've not seen a score like this.
I really like what Dusty's done here. Just break the momentum because there was nothing working for him there. You can clearly see Aryaan, everything he's doing is turning to gold. So Dusty, rightly so, just takes a quick breather, trying to break the momentum. Something what Rishabh Pant did very well in the T20 World Cup final. Yes, I'm not over it yet.
Receiver, 1 timeout remaining. Server, 2 timeouts remaining. Time in. 6-0.
That break doesn't help Dusty because Aryaan is firing on all cylinders. Unbelievable pickleball. Has to be the best of the day.
See how close he's getting to the surface of like every shot. There we go. Sliding again. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. But even when he serves Sarthak, as opposed to anybody else I've seen play, gets really low to the ground, uses that top spin, even when he's returning. Great stuff all around.
And he almost got this one back. Hits the net tape. Still not lost a point.
0-7.
Gets that break. This is incredible from the Indian.
And incredible from the other Indian sitting next to me who's claimed this was going to go to 3 sets. By the look of it, Sarthak.
Wow. Trying to wrong foot Aryaan there. Dusty Boyer going right behind it. Ooh, nice and crisp volley. Got the connection. Just sending it a little long. And finally, the American opening his account gets the first point.
1-7.
I've been refraining myself from using any dusty word jokes, but I think enough is enough. It's quite dusty on the pitch. You can see he's not connecting well, Dusty, at all. Clearly struggling out there. I don't know whether it's the heat or the pressure or just the animosity coming from the other end. As I speak, an error and serve finally broken. Hopefully, Dusty can take full advantage of this.
You can never
1-7.
off. I mean, he started slow, but I think he's finding his momentum. Wow, commentators curse. The serve into the net. You don't see that too often in pickleball.
It's the pressure that's getting to him.
Indeed.
Side out.
The inside-out backhand, not easy to execute. He was looking for a little too cute of an angle here. Maybe the cross-court would have been a safer option, but almost clipping that sideline.
Good try, but to no avail. Again, fine margins. That for you is the game of pickleball, but it's good to see everybody who's watching is literally on the edge of their seats, because this is, even though it's pretty one-sided, it's high-octane stuff. And again, celebrations to follow, I'm sure. This is the first of the quarterfinals of the men. We're going to be right here, giving all the action to you live.
Beautiful angle this. Dusty Boyer finding the net on multiple occasions now. And 2 points away, Aryaan, from winning the first game. Talk of court coverage. Making him run side to side there, Dusty Boyer, and nice and easy into the open court. Aryaan had a look at that one as well. But the previous return, incredible. Not too happy. Discussions from both Aryaan and Dusty. I believe Aryaan is complaining that he wasn't ready for that particular serve.
Have they given? I don't think they've given the point. Well within his right to ask multiple times. I think everyone needs their needs the point, especially right now, Dusty. What's happened there then?
Mind games. Lot happening on court. Lot unsaid.
Point.
Psychologically, Dusty Boyer is feeling it. He's not one to be under the pump. Mounting a comeback little by little. For a moment it looked like it'll be over, but he's gotten himself to 3 points. He still has the serve. Can he fight back in?
Yes, he can. Slow and steady wins the race. I think it's important at times like this not to see the deficit and think of 1 point at a time. And before you know it, if you're good enough, you cover that deficit up, and that's exactly what Dusty's trying. Cool head.
Side out.
Not good enough there as he loses service. And Mr. Bhatia back at it. We'll try to wrap it up. Just a couple of points should do it for him.
Yeah!
You could hear that, didn't you? Right in we're on floor number 2 in a fully enclosed comp box, and we can hear every grunt that comes out of Mr. Bhatia's mouth because boy is he pumped.
10-4.
I wish I can see him play over the weekend where we'll definitely have bigger
Number
crowds.
4.
Oh my God, this guy knows how to play with the crowd. It's fantastic to watch it.
2 minutes.
And there we go, game 1 done. Big mountain for Dusty to climb. Couple of I would say, aggressive moments, but I think fantastic, well within the spirit of the game. I think it's just boys being boys, trying to get each and every point, and hopefully we get a glimpse of Byron doing his thing right now. Had a little bit of a shimmy, but he decides not to go ahead. The game hot enough, he doesn't want to heat it up anymore.
First of all, I would like to welcome you all to the first PWR 700 event in India, in Delhi. We're very excited to have you here. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for all the international players who have flown in. Thank you to all the players from India.
Mr. Pranav Kohli, the CEO, founder of the Pickleball World Series, Pickleball World Rankings, a pride of India and the future of world pickleball, the future of our sport. As action resumes here, Aryaan Bhatia will be looking to close this in the second game. Has that gone in? Oh, how close was that?
Out, right? I think that's what Byron is saying. I think there's a bit of confusion. Is there a review being taken? Bit of confusion there, but coming back to Mr. Pranav, I think always the lightest smile, sweet to talk to. He's got that same tone and always smiling, always making you comfortable. And I think he's done so much on the sport. And as you can see over the next 4 days, that a long way to go, but we've also come a long way and in such short time.
If ball is out.
And as we speak of Mr. Pranav Kohli, you've got a glimpse of him watching from close quarters. He loves the sport, enjoys every match, and really how far this sport has come in India. Across the nation, the waves being felt. And an interesting, controversial call this. I mean, which way is this one going as Chief Referee Byron goes close to the screens for the review? What a shot that is. That is an ATP, and that is indeed in.
After video review,
This boy can do no wrong, buddy. This boy can do no wrong. He's come here to hunt, and that's what he's doing. He doesn't need a pack. He doesn't need any help. It's just him and his paddle right now.
point.
Wow. What a day for
Time in.
Aryaan Bhatia.
2-0. Point.
He's in the mood, guys. He's in the mood, and I think it's safe to say this one, in all probability, is not going to go to the third, purely based on the sheer dominance of this man's gameplay. Just fantastic to watch him play. I think a big part to do with the DJ playing some rocking tunes for him to come out to. So big ups.
0-3.
Really in control here. Take a look at how he chips and charges in. That serve from Dusty Boy was not a bad one. And immediately Aryaan breaks it with that solid return of his. Wow!
Side out.
But I just saw his brother Aryaan Bhatia right next to that sideline saying out. Puts the finger up. That's the spirit. That's the fair play you see here. Very close call.
Side out.
Pumped up as usual. I think that's become his modus operandi, is just at a level 9 of intensity. Always good to see in any sport.
3-0. Point.
Boom, selector. He does not miss this boy. On fire.
firing on all cylinders, Aryaan Bhatia. He is on a mission.
Side out.
Also, I really like one aspect of his gameplay is he twists and puts his back into pretty much every shot, especially on his forehand. Generates tremendous power, and because he's doing it from so close to the ground, I think it's just so much better because the angle it comes at is so much more difficult to return.
Point.
Enjoying the level of confidence.
1-4.
He's so much in charge here, Aryaan. Not intimidated at all by the American who's,
Point.
I believe, clipped the line there. Yes, he has. Appreciated by Aryaan as well.
2-4.
He actually meant it though.
Side out.
I think this will do Aryaan a world of good, specifically because such a commanding performance in the quarterfinals. Just 2 rounds away from glory. I think will do him a world of good as he returns. Did that get the line? Yes, it has. He's pumped up. So is Sarthak and me in the commentary box. Things are looking good for him right now.
Take a look at those fist bumps. The energy, the absolute commitment. Done his homework and it's showing. He's come prepared for this one. It's one of those days. Aryaan's been doing everything pretty much perfectly, but then Dusty Boyer comes up with an exquisite backhand and tells us all, I'm still alive in this one.
2-5.
Ooh, another commendable shot. Another great shot still in it. He's not quitting and the deficit now down to 2. Game still on.
3-5. Point.
Down to 1 point now, 4-5. Now or never for Dusty. He has a long way to go if he wants to qualify for the next round, which is the semi-final.
Side out.
Not coming back from that one, buddy. Not that particular point, at least. Phenomenal stuff. Clinical by him. He realizes he doesn't want to give him an inch because Dusty quite capable of taking a mile then.
5-4.
So this one was rather unfortunate. Nobody likes being taken a point off like that, especially when you've got the momentum. So Dusty will happily take that with both arms.
Point.
And interestingly, it's 5 apiece here. The second game,
5-5.
way different. Contrast to the first one.
Side out.
Apology, but we've discussed this. He is happy that the net tape came to his support there. Aryaan Bhatia. He'll enjoy that one.
5-5. Side out.
Goes long. Topsy-turvy. Are we going to a decider? Are we going to get our predictions right?
Sarthak is off the bench. He's excited. Oh, it's on for the first time today. Does Dusty have the lead? Yes, he does. 6-5. Game truly on. And like I said, it's these little passages of play that you need to take advantage of.
Point. Timeout receiver. Score 7-5. 1 minute. 15 seconds. Receiver.
Here we go
one
then.
timeout,
Dusty
server,
Boyer
two
with a
timeout.
2-point lead in the second game.
Time in.
Are we seeing
7-5.
a thrilling third game coming up? Ooh, how good was that?
If that isn't perfection, tell me what is.
5-7.
Just as the kites flying above him, nod in appreciation. This boy is going for glory. He's going for the big one. He's going for the semi-finals.
Side out.
Just as I said that, Sarthak, what happens? I think commentators curse is one thing, but the Chinu Sarthak curse is completely the
7-5.
other, because I think God is playing funny games with us right now. Every time we praise someone, boom.
Point.
Very close to that sideline, and interestingly, Dusty Boyer sees himself 3 points away from taking this to a third.
Point.
Make that 2. We asked for it, and ask and Yash shall receive, as you said. Chinmay, it's happening. Is it happening?
It's going down, buddy. It's going down to the wire indeed.
Point.
1 point away from the first decider of the day. We haven't seen any match so far on championship court go down to the third game.
Point. Game.
I think we have gone to the...
Dusty.
Yes, we have.
Timeout change in 2 minutes.
I don't think I've seen a comeback like this all day today. Just such a clinical finish by Bhatia in the first game, and then sort of gave it away. I would say definitely, of course, taking nothing away from Dusty and the fantastic pickleball he's playing. But this definitely sets things up for a fantastic third set. Keenly watching Byron to see if he just hydrates himself or does a little shimmy for us. My money is just hydration on this one.
Yo, Byron. Show us some moves, Byron.
But beautiful to see a good old comeback in sports.
Is that a water break?
Nothing better, whether it's football, cricket, basketball, gymnastics, anything you're watching. Everybody likes a comeback. Everybody likes somebody who's felt their fall and picking themselves up. And some trickery by Dusty. Pretty neat with the paddle in his hand. He'll have to translate that onto the game as well if he wants to get into the semi-finals. Remember, this is the first time Delhi is hosting something in this enormity for pickleball, and rightfully so. Everybody trying their level best to make it to the next round. Let me remind you, $50,000 is the pool of prizes up for grabs that we'll know who win only on Sunday. That's a lot of money and a lot of excitement.
Aryaan looking a little lesser in terms of confidence, maybe, because he was on cruise control in that first game. You really felt like whatever he does, whatever he touches is turning into gold. But this is where Dusty Boyer came in, showed us what he can do with his experience, the wealth of experience, the massive big stage experience in particular, because he's played at the biggest of tournaments in the US, and it's showing.
Yeah, went from everything he touches to gold to plastic waste in the ocean in game number 2. Unfortunate. I know they're rather harsh words, but I'm a rather harsh commentator. No, I'm only kidding. But again, I'm super excited because this is the first third setter we've seen all day. We've been sneakily praying for it.
And we called it. We called it.
You called it.
You too, buddy.
Oh, it's too sweet. I would have done that if it was me.
All
Right then. The American starting this decider, the third game on his own serve.
By 2. Time in. 0-0. Side out.
Now we're seeing the seats start to fill up slowly. Love to see athletes, friends, family joining in. Trust me, it'll only get bigger and better as this tournament goes on. Early days, still literally the first day. We're only on the quarterfinals of the men, now semi-finals to follow of the men and women today, and then so on and so forth, all the events, and then all of it finally comes down to the main day on Sunday, which I promise you is going to have a lot of fun, sporting explosions.
You can only win points on your serve. Who's going to open the account in the third first? No one yet. Another serve being broken. Wow. Really get the feel that the first person to win a point, that momentum advantage, so important.
Yeah, it reminds me of the 2003 World Cup final where Zahir Khan started the World Cup with the no ball and, with the wide, and then everything just went downhill after that. Still fighting for the first point.
You just got a glimpse of Aryaan Bhatia watching closely. The brother anxious, cheering Aryaan on. A lot of support for the Indian.
Wayward shot there. I don't know whether it was the wind or the sheer excitement of the shot that took it so far away from the baseline. But either ways, still fighting for that first point.
Point.
And for the first time, we see Dusty a little over the top with his celebration. So it's game on. Dusty has the first point off the third set. He only needs 10 more.
Broke it.
Side out.
Now Aryaan has the opportunity on his own serve. You can win points on your own serve, and can he make the most of this opportunity? Had a look, got the timing he wanted, just finding the tip of the net on the higher side there.
Literally circled back into his own court. Unfortunate what sports can do. One side, you're apologizing for getting a point, and the other side, apologies right back at you. What a good shot. Right across his body, and Aryaan had nothing in reply. Surprising 2-0 lead for Dusty now. Come late, but come strong.
Point.
Make that 3. The game slipping away from Aryaan. Now is the time to act. He needs to break the serve. 4-0 will be difficult to come back from, especially the third set when nerves are anyways high. As we see a superb shot. I don't know what to call that, but a fantastic shot.
The wrist work on display from Dusty Boy till the very last second there, Chinmay. He kept it disguised. He kept it hidden. He was probably telling Aryaan that I'm going cross court, and in the very last moment goes down the line. What a beautiful. I mean, that's so beautiful in the sense of keeping it disguised and just flicking with your wrists. How does he do it?
As Jacqueline would say, Chitiya Kalaiya. I think that's what it is, buddy.
A huge role, the forearms and the wrist in this particular sport, because till the very last moment you can, keep that shot hidden. You never know. You keep the opponent guessing. Unlike tennis, where a lot of your shoulders, a lot of your hip rotation comes into play. Here it's more focused towards your wrist, your forearms. Of course, the entire body weight has to be transferred as well. But similarities as well as differences.
There we go. There we go. The Indian Bhatia back in it. He's trying his level best, Aryaan. I promise you, you can tell. You probably might not be able to tell on camera, but you can see a sneaky smile there. He's going for it all. There we go. There we go. Right here, right now is what he says. No time to waste.
Aryaan needs more of those. I mean, you have to tell this is a different Aryaan. The one who came out, wow. Dusty did shut him up, but can Aryaan still find a way back into this?
What a shot. Probably the shot of the day. Brilliant way to break it. I was waiting for a world-class ATP. And that's exactly as you'll see on your screen now. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Dusty had no reply. Takes his hat off in appreciation. Or was it shock? Had no idea how it hit him.
That is a textbook style backhand cross-court winner. Just so good. Everything about that. The motion, the flow, technical proficiency shown there, but he needs a lot more of those. 2 points separating them in the decider. Struggling with the consistency now. It's got to do with the nerves. Had everything going his way, Aryaan Bhatia, in the first game. Wow. Appreciated by Aryaan as well. Dusty Boy has really shown nerves of steel. The kind of comeback this has been. It looked one-sided, one-way traffic for
5-2.
pretty much 1.5 games.
Point.
Again, finding the higher part of the net there, Aryaan. 4 points the difference. We're in the decider as Mr. Byron looks on and makes his notes. This has to be one of the best matches so far on championship court. No match has gone to the third, to the decider. You have to appreciate the Indian and the American for the quality of pickleball on display here. As Mr. Pranav Kohli watching closely, the CEO, founder of the Pickleball World Rankings, a pride of India. And indeed, he has done wonders for this sport, for our sport here. Transforming it, creating waves across the
15
world
seconds.
when it comes to the pickleball community.
Time in. 6-2.
Dusty with the serve now.
Point.
Five-point cushion now. That return from Aryaan.
7-2.
Costly. Another one costly, costing him 2 big errors. And all of a sudden it looks very, very difficult now for the Indian.
Side out.
Can he
2-8.
grab a few points here, build that momentum, find a way back into this? No, unfortunately, broken right away. Dusty Boyer is not the same player we saw at the start of this contest.
8-2.
Running away with it at 8-2.
Point.
Make it 9-2.
Nine-2.
Did that go in? Did that go in?
Good chance there.
Dusty checking with Byron.
Under the call.
See
on
a
an
few
out
fingers
call.
pointing upwards, which
We'll go
means
to
the
video
signaling
review.
it was
The
out.
score is
But I believe a review is coming up.
2-9.
Yeah, Byron doesn't look too sure as well because it was on the other side of the court where he's standing from a low shot. So tough to tell. What do you reckon, Sarthak? I think it was just a bit in.
We had our discussions on that 1% in equals 100% in. Is this one of those? And if this one's in, it has to be the best ATP of the day. The best around the post shot.
It's also lovely to see Sarthak is a bunch of little kids watching the game, so that says a lot about the future of the game. It's in good hands. Lots of kids coming in, even in and around the other courts. There have been a bunch of kids playing, trying it out. So this is my message to you guys. Come one, come all. It's a beautiful sport to try, play, spread the good word, spread the community. Because trust me, a few years from now when you're left behind and the pickleball train is chewing away, you don't want to be the one who said, oh man, Chinmay and Sarthak told us so. And you were sitting watching golf? Again, I have absolutely nothing against golf. But this is a beautiful sport.
Waiting for the line call. Here we go now. This will give us a clear idea of how good this ATP was. Oh my God, that is so close. And instantly Aryaan's finger goes up, which means he signals it was out, and it's right in his eye line. He can see it very clearly. I'm not too sure from this angle. I think it's looking out to me.
Aryaan doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would say it was in, even if it wasn't. He's going for a place in the semi-finals as well. I reckon it's just about gone in, but I think the umpire has ruled, the referee has ruled the other way, because I do not.
Well, that looks out to me. We're divided in
video
the comp
review.
box here. Chinmay feels it's in.
call stands.
I feel
Ball
it's
is out.
out. Wow.
Ooh, tough from that angle.
Side
isn't it?
out.
I guess my enthusiasm got the better of me because the game does go on.
Time in. 2-9.
Signaled out eventually, though. As Aryaan
Side
gets
out.
to serve, and he had the opportunity but broken. So all of that weight, all of that energy, in hope, in anticipation.
9-2.
He did get the point, but to no avail.
Oh, unlucky, and especially at this point of the game where Dusty will literally take anything. But looks like this ship has sailed. Stranger things have happened in sports, though.
10-2. Point game
That
match.
about does it.
Dusty,
Fantastic game of
11-2.
pickleball.
Congratulations.
Right down to the wire. Both gentlemen taking their hats off. Not an appreciation because they look spent. It's the Indian that goes through, end of the road in the singles for Dusty. I got super excited there. It's the complete other way around. The Indian, on the other hand, has to pack his bags and prep for the doubles. And Dusty, it does the best he can, and that is good enough on the day.
Lots of support for Aryaan, but just not his day today. Dusty Boyer. Wow, what a comeback story. After being completely lost in that first one, we really didn't know what was going wrong for him, but certainly Aryaan was playing the pickleball of his life in that first one. Dusty Boyer comes back in some fashion.
Yeah, Aryaan and all his 74,000 abs have to pack up and pack up good, because it's been a long day for him. I can understand he must be tired, must be spent, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.